Hey, your abundant group. So this video is about watch list scanners, but in order to do that, we're going to have to learn how to build a scanner. So this video will seem a little bit off of the topic of watch lists, but in the end, you'll see how it works. So basically the end result, the end goal is that we want to build scanners that then we can come over and add into our watch list. And so we can choose a scanner that then gets added into the watch list. And once it's added into the watch list, we can then create an alert for ourselves. And then once it does that, then anytime there's a stock that's added, so this, for instance, is the Ichimoku TK cross in the up pattern on the 5-minute chart. And so this will chime and tell me that that's happening, and then I can come in and look at the chart and then see if I agree with it and say, oh, I think this is a trade I want to get into, or it's not a trade I want to get into, and that's how the watch list scanner will work. So, but before we get to this final result here, it's going to take about 3 or 4 videos of a step-by-step process in order to be able to build these so that they are something that you can do. And then what ends up ultimately happening is that it creates a situation where the scanners do the work for you. So you're not constantly going through your watch list, all day long, clicking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, looking nonstop. You can let your watch list scanners do it for you. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is show you how to build a scanner from scratch. And in order to build a scanner from scratch, let's go ahead and move that over. Close this out so everything is no filters. And we're all set. So when you build something from scratch, first you have to, if we want to build, the first scanner we're going to build is one that looks at the entire stock market. So what we want to do is add a filter, and you click then stock. And then what we need to do is tell this what price range of stocks do we want to look at. I don't do penny trading stocks, so we want to look at stocks that are $20 and higher. Okay, and then here's the maximum it's going to look at, and it's going to look at stocks that are up to $10,000. That's really super expensive. Let's say we're going to look for stocks up to $3,000. So this scanner is going to look only for stocks that are between $20 and $3,000. Next, we're going to add another filter, again stocks, and we need to look for volume. So we come over here to the stock drop down and we look for volume. This one, I'm sorry, I kind of skipped over it. You just need to, for the ask, basically, that tells us what. You could also choose bid if you wanted. You could choose mark or last. We'll do last. That's actually better. So we'll go up to 20 for the last, up to 3,000. And then for volume, some like 100,000, some like 250,000, some say 500,000. It just depends. When you're getting in the lower volume, where that's important in your trading is that if there's not a lot of volume there, you're not going to have a lot of movement in your stocks. So the more volume, the better. So let's say 250,000, and then maximum, what is that, 20 million? So we'll just leave it like that. That's plenty. So now we've got that. Next, we need to add a filter of a study. And what this is for instance, these are where the trading methods come in. So let's just, for the sake of ease, we're going to look for a study of the EMA crossover method. So what we need to find is moving average crossover. See that right there? It's under crossovers, moving average crossover. All right, and this is set up for the 15 simple moving average to cross above the 30 moving average simple on the daily chart. What we want to do, we want to set this one up for day trades. So we're going to do the 8 crossing, and then we're going to do the EMA. So that's exponential, crossing above the 21 exponential. And since we're doing day trading charts, let's do the 5-minute chart. And we want to uncheck the box for extended hours. And then now we want to test the scan and see what we have. Oh, we came up with 17 that have the crossover. Awesome. Now we need to name this. So we come up here to the 3-dot menu. We click Save. And you can name however you want. I'm going to say EMA 8/21 up 5-minute. Then you click Save, and now that is saved. Oh, looks like I accidentally intersected it with another watch list. Let me clear that. And now I got to save it again because I saved it wrong. Name is, oops, sorry. Name is good. We're all clear. This is why you always double check before you do something. Save. Yes, we will write over it, and now it's good. Now we've got one that's for a chart going up. Now we need one. Let's like BJ as an example. So we can go to charts here. Click BJ. Oh, I don't have an EMA 21 set up. Let me just do that real quick. I have one in here somewhere. We're going to say, I think it's my basic. Oh, that's just a mess. Sorry for this little tangent here, but we'll change this one to 21. Okay. Let's get rid of the view wob so we don't have that in our way, and then change this one to 8. Turn it yellow so we can see it nice and good. Apply. Okay. And there we are. See, the blue line is the 21 and the yellow line is the 8. So it said that the BJ's, for BJ's warehouse, the 8 is crossing the 21. You can see it right there at the end of the day. It crossed over. That's how the scan works. So next, we're going to go back to the scan. And so we have it showing for something going up. We need one for going down. So all you have to do is change it from above to below. And so when the 8 crosses below the 21, it should give us some new stocks to look at. So let's click scan. Wow, we got a lot. 43 of them went below today. So now we've got that set. Now we need to go in here and save it. So it'll pop up the last name we put in. All we have to do is change up to down. Oops. To down. Click save. And now we have a scan that scans the whole entire market for an 8 going over the 21 in the up direction, and one that says going from the 8 below the 21. Let's just pick one here.
1 hour up.
Oh, doggone it. Put in my filter again. But anyway, let's go over here to Monster. MNST. And let's look and see what it does. There it is. The yellow line is crossing below the blue line. See how that works? So now we've created those two. So what you do then is you can come over here, and we called it an EMA up and then an EMA down. See, they're right there in our list. we click the up, and see now it'll give us all those scans, so we don't have to click back and forth between the scan tab, then come back over to the chart tab, and then write in the name. It's automatically right there. And then our symbol is the same, 9 and 9, or whatever number you want to use. And then you can click on the very top one. What is that? And then you can use your arrow buttons on your laptop or whatever you want to do, or you can mouse click it, however you want to do, but you can scroll right through them and start looking for stocks that meet that criteria, and then you can start doing your evaluation. But here's the thing. Looking for the entire stock market is a bit of a frustration because you end up with stocks that look like this, that really are not tradable, and then you end up wasting a lot of time looking through things that really have no bearance on any kind of trades you want. That's why we build a watch list that has all these really great stocks. So I have a watch list. It's called the AA30. I share it every month, and it's usually between 80 and 120 stocks. I update it all the time that are good, strong moving stocks. So how do we then get our scanner to just look at our personal watch list? So again, you go back to scan, and right here where it says intersect with, it should say none. All you need to do is change it to intersect with your chosen watch list. Whatever you name it, if you name it AA30 like mine, or whatever you want, Joe Schmo's best watch list ever, however you want to name it, I do recommend keeping your names brief. You click on it, and now you're intersecting with that. Once you've intersected with your own personal watch list, you do not need these criterias. So you can X those out, and all you need is for it to look for the actual study criteria that you have. And then, so this one is 8 crosses below the 21 on the 5-minute against my personal watch list, the AA30. Perfect. So I can go up here. I'm going to save the scan. So it gave me this name, 5-minute, and then what I'm going to just add on the end here, AA30. So I know when I look at this, this is an EMA scan, the 8 crossing the 21 to the downside on the 5-minute chart, looking at my AA30 watch list. I save it, and now I have that. Then I go and I change, and we need one for the up, right? So I change below to above. Then I go over here again, save the query as. It's going to show what the last one I was. So all I need to do is change the word down to up. Then I save it, and now it's going to scan only my watch list for the 8 to cross the up. So then we can go back over here to our watch list, and I'm going to look for A21 up, AA30. Bam. There it is.
Day.
Now it's only looking at the 100 or so
30 minutes
strong
down.
moving stocks that are good for options. Personal watch list. It's only going to look in this list here. And looks like we have 2. So we're going to go back over to the charts. We're going to look at Roku is one. Looks like the 8 crossed below and came back above the 21. The yellow crossed the blue. And the TLT, you can see it, yellow crossed the blue. Get in real close so you can really see it. See, yellow crossed the blue. And that's how you can create a watch list scan. So the next few videos, I'll show you how to modify this so that it's really something that can really be beneficial to you and help you find stocks and have an alert set so that you can create alerts for yourself and be able to then have a very easy way to find stocks.